Hello, we are live at 5.
Live.
At 5. Hi,
Hello.
everybody. I'm so excited for you to be here. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lynn Kitchen, and my mother, Pollyann Castle Baird, is with us. And we're so excited because today is Sunday. It's live at 5. Although there's a hurricane on the way, we are not quite sure if we're going to be evacuating in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We've got our eye on the weather bug, right, Mom? And we may be going someplace else, right?
Oh, yes. First of all, we've got to empty the front porch. That's a bigger joke.
Get all the furniture off the front porch and put some sandbags down.
We'll hear tomorrow.
Right.
So
and
watch your TV to see what we're doing.
We live on the west coast of Florida, about halfway down the state, and so this hurricane looks like it's going to go into the Gulf and maybe come back around to about the middle of the state area, which is just on our territory. So we'll see. But anyway, so actually, there's an old Indian blessings in this area of
I love
the
that
Native
story.
Americans who lived here prior blessed the land here, and the number of hurricanes that have actually hit us in the history of this land has been so small that it's being attributed to the blessing.
Yeah.
So let's bring up that blessing to continue to protect us.
Get busy.
So hi, everybody. How are you today? Happy Sunday. We're really here just to bring a little bit of joy and to talk to everybody about, well, last time we talked about softer joy, didn't we?
I think so. And
softer joy. And there's Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
Oh, Ellen.
Hi,
Good.
Ellen. She said she's bringing prayers and blessings.
Good.
And she knows how to split a storm. Yep. But we won't tell everybody about that.
Yes.
But she's an expert on
That's true.
That's right.
They live.
Anyway, we are so excited because we want to talk about a topic that's really interesting. You know, Mother's 99 and a half. We just celebrated her 99 and a half birthday. And as she's been looking back on 99 and a half years, sometimes she notices that there are some gray clouds in the horizon of her memory. So we got to talking about what that does to people as they age. When we're calling them grudges.
Yes.
You know, do you have grudges? And if you do, are they keeping you from aging gracefully?
Good. Perfect.
Are they keeping you stuck? And so what the last thing that we want to have happen to you is when you are mother's age and looking back on your life, we don't want you to look back on a whole bunch of grudges.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make you feel old. And the doctors call that hardening of the arteries. Yeah.
I think it's more hardening of the brain.
Yeah. Could be hardening of the heart. Probably hardening of the heart. So Mom has a couple stories because she's had some experiences that you might find interesting about how she overcame some grudges. And it takes work, doesn't it, Mom? It takes work.
Oh, yes, it does. Definitely. More so than I was comparing it to no whining. No whining is sort of fun. You know, you can tease somebody about it, but no whining also has that feeling of change. It's change. And then, of course, our other subject of softer joy has nothing to do with
yeah, but it's the opposite, to bring some softer joy.
And that's what we want to impart to you every Sunday, a softer joy. But every once in a while, we have to look at what is it?
Grudges.
Okay, I just got over one, and I'll tell you about it.
Go ahead.
Okay. 2 years ago, I had a new dentist, and he completely ruined my mouth. It was a month of bloody soreness. It was so bad. And I was so mad, and it took me a long time to get well. So it took me 2 years.
She really was hateful toward this guy for 2 years.
I would not
I
go
heard about it.
Yeah, I tried not to complain to her. I guess I did, but
Well, you had to let off steam for sure.
but
It
anyway,
was tough. It was a tough thing.
it is, especially you brush your teeth 3, 4 I mean, every time, and then you think, "Oh, I hate this. He put my teeth in the wrong place and pulled other things out and just changed my bite." And he was a dentist. I left my beautiful dentist in Colorado of 30 years, and so this was all new experience. I can't blame him. He's a good dentist. Anyway, after 2 years, I went back this week, and I choked. I decided I can do it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to say anything. I just smile.
Except she had to open her mouth so that they could clean her teeth.
But we got through it, and he didn't he didn't speak to me. He did talk to Lynn, but I think maybe he was as anxious to get through it as I was. But at my age, I couldn't look for another dentist, you know. Anyway, that story is I overcame my grudge.
Yeah, and then what did that feel like when you finally did that?
I was released. Happy. There was a freedom of expression that
Proud of yourself too.
I was.
I was proud of her. I really was.
I thought I have overcome a character flaw that many people don't recognize or won't admit to. Anyway, so that's my little story.
I think it's a very powerful story. And especially when you said, you know, you were willing to change. That was a key point.
Yeah.
You were finally willing. It got so painful to you that you decided, okay, I need to change. And then she realized she wasn't really a victim. She was, she was part of the whole story. But she wanted the story to end differently. And I think that's the real key, is that as we age, let's be conscious of how we want the story to end, because
That's
we
great.
can create our own endings psychologically and emotionally. And it takes a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of attention and work. But you know what? I have learned so much from being with Mother, and we work on things, all these emotional things.
Yes.
We work on emotional things
If
a lot.
you admit it, you can't just brush it under and think, "Oh, it's their fault. I'm innocent. I don't do that." You have to address your part in. You have half of the responsibility.
Yeah.
Now I have another.
Yeah. Then you have another story.
I have
Go for it.
the opposite story. A friend of mine, and we were officers in a club together, and we had to work together all the time to keep this club going. And we were at constant. She'd tell me what to do, and I didn't want to do it, and I'd tell her what to do, and she didn't want to do it, but we had to do it because that was the procedures of the organization. Well, 2 years went by, then 3 years went by. And then we had to go together to some conferences. And I don't know, just being together, I don't know what happened. But within a few months, having to share the responsibility of the organization, we discovered that we both thought the same thing.
The same way.
The same way, the same thing. And we had been opposite, saying, "No, this is right." And I'd say, "No, this is right." And we were both saying the same thing. Well, we both recognized it, and we laughed so much. And when we suddenly became friends, she said, "We've wasted so much time. Now we're best friends." And we would go out for lunch and talk until they closed the lunch hall. And we just had so much to share, and it was exactly the same thinking. then of course I had to leave. I moved to Florida, and so I left that. But Mike, we both felt like it was a shame because we did dearly enjoy each other, but we had not delved into the relationship.
Had not
We
smoothed
held
out.
a grudge.
Yeah.
We liked that better, apparently.
There was some reward in holding that grudge. I think that's interesting, because, you know, good job, Mom. It felt better to resolve that situation. And then what you said that I really liked is that you discovered that you really loved each other.
Yes.
And just think of all of the time that was wasted by miscommunicating or misunderstanding. So that's really awesome.
Yeah. She even said, "Oh, we've wasted so much time and we love being together, and now you're leaving," you know.
Well, those are two really powerful
Grudges.
stories on how to Oh, Shauna's here. Hi, Shauna. Hi,
Yeah.
Shauna. And Kimberly Marie is here too. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, welcome, girls. You know what? We didn't do a toast yet. I think we should toast.
Oh my goodness.
We should toast all of your victories this week. Mother had a great week. We went to the dentist.
Went
We
back
got
to the dentist.
And you're having a drink. I'm having ginger ale today. But cheers, everybody.
May I?
Yeah.
May I?
But you know what? It is so fun to just be here live at 5 and celebrate the little wins that we've had this week and along the way. We went to your favorite restaurant too.
Yes.
This
and
week.
The bartender that loves us so much came, sat down next to Lynn.
Sat down with us.
Brought out pictures. I didn't know he was married. He has a little daughter, 1 year old.
Yeah.
And he showed us the pictures of it. He was so proud of her. And
it was so cute.
He treats us like royalty. They greet us when we come and treat us so well. We love to go.
Yes, we do. So it's been a good week. It's been a great week. And here we are the last week of September, Mom.
Oh, wow.
And we just also went through what is that? Equinox. The autumn equinox.
Oh, have we?
Yep.
The 21st or 23rd.
That was last week as well. So we're moving forward, gals, into autumn. Are you ready?
Oh, we don't get to see the trees turn. They're always green here. But anyway.
But that's good. Green is good. Green is good. Green is good. You got green on here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
green is good. Cheers.
I guess so.
Cheers, Ellen. Oh my gosh.
Let's see what they have to say.
Anybody has any comments for us, or hopefully, do you have any ways that you deal with grudges? Or Shauna says, I don't have any grudges. It takes too much of my energy. Good for you, Shauna. Good for you.
Yeah.
I think it does take energy. I don't know. It's interesting. Some families are more prone to holding grudges than other families. I have found that to be true. I think that we've had to work through that in our family. I think that our family is more prone to holding grudges, you know, and a lot of it is about communicating with each other. And of course, here we are to just talk it out. Forgiveness is an important piece. It's a very important piece. Yeah. And also, what I've learned throughout the years, and from my perspective, the way I deal with my own grudges, and I call them resentments, because I learned a 4-step process. Real quick, I'll just go through this real quick, because I learned the 4-step process on how to deal with resentments, and you put it down on a piece of paper, 4 columns, and the first column is that you write out the resentment, so that it's a resentment column. Who do I resent and for what reason? You write it down. The second column is how does it make me feel? So then you write down how it makes you feel. Wow. The third column is what's threatened. In other words, in the third column, you write down what is it in your life that is being threatened by this whole thing. Maybe
the way you feel.
What's being threatened. Usually it's some kind of an emotion, or it could be a situation in life that something's threatened. It could be the relationship that's being threatened, or, it could be serious things. And then the fourth column, which is the most important and is the hardest one, is what's my part in it? And you have to be really brutally honest. It's a very self-healing 4-step process. And when you put what's my part in it in the fourth column, you start to believe, or you start to see that, you know what, things don't happen to me as much as they happen with me. And there are things that maybe, certainly I'm never 100% pure, or, there are things that maybe I did, said, or didn't do, or didn't say that contributed to the situation. So you have to really come clean on that.
Yes.
And then once you've got the fourth column there and you can see your part in it, that's when you start working on releasing and forgiving yourself, and maybe making amends if you have to, and stuff like that. But it's an amazing process.
By the time you do that, there's no grudge left.
Well, you know what? The most
out.
important thing is that there is time. There's time to do that. If it's important to you to live to the ripe old age of 99 and a half, and with softer joy, with some softer joy in your life.
Yeah, I've lived more with softer joy than we're talking about grudges. And I think those two examples are the only two I have.
Well, those are great examples, though.
But
hey, there's Matt Gill. Matt Gill. Hey, Matt, great to have you here. Yeah, Matt says forgiveness is everything. Very, very important. So important. Thank you so much. And also, he mentioned taking accountability about what's my part in it. Yes, you got that right, Matt. Thank you for coming on. And then Ellen Dacon says, amen, amen, Brother Ben. Amen, Brother Ben. And then Shauna says, what part of it is the most difficult in the process? Well, my part. That's
admitting, addressing it, discovering it.
Yeah.
I mean, people think, well, it's their fault. I'm innocent.
It's like, they keep the grudges. So that's why grudges can lead to hardening of the arteries. And we don't want that. We want clean arteries. We want easy times. We want happy times for you. And we want your life to be joyous, just like that laugh. That was a good laugh, Mom.
Oh, that's so funny. Dear.
Keep it light, keep it laughter, and thank you for coming by. We're so excited every time you come. We're almost to the end of our live at 5, but we want to just say thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for coming, giving us a chance to express.
Bringing your grace to the day, to be here with us today. It's so, so wonderful. So thank you, everybody. Let's have a toast, Mom.
Okay. Toast,
Here's to life. Bye-bye, September. Hello, October.
Oh, October.
Here we come.
Another month. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye for now.